we're going to be checking out an American state fair and see how it's different to the British fair. So I'm really excited to get into this. Before we do, appreciate if you guys can subscribe button. Let's see how American state fairs are.
Today, my wife and I decided to come here to the Wisconsin State Fair.
Okay.
Ooh.
Got the Robin Hood theme.
Yes. First time as well. Well, before I moved to America, I didn't really have a full comprehension of what a state fair actually was.
Right.
This is a concept that
I just assume a state fair is what we call fairs in the UK. So you got a few rides, you got like some hot dog stands, some whatnot. I assume in America you got a lot more food going on, but yeah.
I'd heard about in American films. Since I've moved to America, I've made the connection that state fairs are sort of like a combination of what in the UK we would call a travelling fun fair and a county agricultural show. Those are two different things. When I was a kid, a fun fair would be this thing that would just turn up in a field for a few days with rides and candy floss, or cotton candy as it's known in America. And it was basically entertainment for kids. And an agricultural
Wait. What in the horse tricks is going on here?
show was your livestock and farming related stuff that was on show to the public. It was basically a way to say, look, this is the county you live in, here's what your county does agriculturally. And
okay, so like in American state fairs then you be seeing a load of different kind of animals. Okay, you don't see that in our fairs.
I have limited recollections of doing both as a kid. They were fun up until a certain age, and then I discovered roller coaster theme parks and London Zoo, and so suddenly these things seemed a little boring. Well, many years later, after moving to America, I attended my first state fair in Indianapolis. And this is before I was a YouTube sensation, so I didn't bother to film any of it. So
I got a question for you guys in America. If you guys go to American state fairs, well, just your state fair, what are the reasons why you go? Like, do you like the rides there? Do you like the food there? What food do you like? Like, if I was gonna go to a UK fair, I'm pretty much, because I'm not really crazy into rides, I'm pretty much just going for a hot dog. I just want a hot dog, man, and that's about it.
Today, my wife and I decided to come here. And just a few minutes in, I was quickly reminded of the fact that those British fairs that I mentioned a moment ago are behind America in one particular thing, and that is scale. What do you know? Huge state fairs even have room for the hugest...
Hey, I do like a good chess game. I even got a chess piece ready here.
Chessboard I've ever seen. Whereas a lot of shows and fairs in Britain take place in a small area of a field, American state fairs like this one have actual infrastructure in place that are known as the state fair grounds, and they're huge. How huge? Well, my first observation is that the Wisconsin...
so you guys have like a set location that's already got like the structures? Wait, so how often does a state fair happen in that place then?
State fair is so big, it has chairlifts to get around like it's some sort of ski resort. Usually when I've been to a state park, you might have a little...
Wait, bro, how big is... What? You got chairlifts to take you from point A to point B? Okay, I've never seen anything like this. This is crazy. How big is the state fair, mate?
Around like it's some sort of ski resort. Usually when I've been to a state park, you might have a little sort of inbuilt train system that takes you around the entire thing, but never these things. And I'm not someone who's particularly good with heights, so I'm going to walk the rest of this distance. If the state fair teaches us anything, it's that portion sizes are ridiculous and often expensive. And yet, as a YouTube sensation, I used to succumb to eating out every time. That was because I don't have time to cook. I mean, who wants to chop vegetables
Sponsor,
for an hour? That's why I've been
there we go. Lovely segment.
For 1 year. In the description below. And in a way, I was glad that I got to meander through the main thoroughfare on my own, because it brought to my attention the scale of not just the state fair.
Wait, I want to see the food. This is what I'm most excited for.
Through the main
so we got corn dogs,
on my own, because it brought to my...
baked potatoes, cold drinks, Billy's special, broccoli cheese, chili cheese. What?
Attention the scale of not just the state fair itself, but the food. When I think of those fairs in Britain, there were hot dog stands and things of that nature.
Yeah,
but
pretty
I don't
much.
remember there being...
Like when I say like, yo, I'm gonna go get a hot dog in a UK fair, right? It's very basic. It's a basic British hot dog. It's hot dog with some onions on and some ketchup and mustard, and that's it, bro.
Funnel cakes. I don't remember there being elephant ear. I don't remember there being an Irish pub. And the food on offer here, frankly, is indicative of two things. First,
wait, you guys have Irish pubs in state fairs?
that Americans like food, and number two, that you need all of this food to feed the many hundreds of thousands, if not millions of people who attend every single year.
Yo, how busy are American state fairs? Millions.
These are not attendance numbers that you'll see in the UK. And that's weird because we have more people per square mile. You would think that in each county where our agricultural shows take place, you would have more people come. Why don't you? Well, there's a couple of reasons for that. Number one, our fairs don't last as long. State fairs in this country seem to last up to 2 weeks or thereabouts, sometimes longer, sometimes slightly shorter. But the equivalent fairs in Britain typically run about 2 to 4 days.
Yeah, a couple of days. Yo, I can't believe this lift thing, man. Like...
I don't think people in Britain, on the whole, identify with their county as much as Americans identify with their state.
Yeah,
so when Wisconsin has a state fair, it's going to attract more visitors from Wisconsin and heck, even from Illinois, but only because it's nearer to me than the Illinois State Fair, because people in Wisconsin are proud of their state. So they're like, yeah, of course we're going to the state fair. In Britain, you know, I never woke up and go, ooh, I live in Lincolnshire. Let's do Lincolnshire things. And
yeah, that is true. That's a massive difference. So, like, never have I been like, yo. The only time, actually, the only time we do wake up and we're like, yeah, I'm gonna, like, I live in this place. Yeah, I'm gonna do something about this place. Is like, if you support a sports team, okay? So, like, for example, I'm from Nottingham, so Nottingham Forest. I don't really watch football, but let's say I did. I would go and watch Forest, you know what I mean? I would go to the Forest ground, Forest Stadium, and...
Final and most obvious reason
but that's the only time, really.
Are a one-stop shop. Like I said earlier, you've got the agriculture side of things here, but you've also got the fun fair side of things. And the grounds are so massive that it feels like both elements, the rides and the agriculture, take up more space than they would at respective fairs in the UK. State fairs in America are so big, they even have room for a shopping mall.
I don't know why I come into these videos now like I'm not about to be surprised. Like, you think you've seen it all. But then I put on the next video and I haven't, bro. I haven't. In your state fair, you have a shopping mall. Why am I seeing so many massage chairs? Are these massage chairs? Or are they... chairs to shoot yourself up into space? I don't know at this point.
In the UK, state fairs in America are so big, they even have room for a shopping mall. I don't know if you've noticed, but I'm not a child anymore, so the rides don't appeal to me for much the same reason that chairs.
Yeah. If you had a pop-up shopping mall with the fairs that happen every so often with new things, you would get way more people in the UK going to fairs. Way more.
Lifts down. But I'm happy for the people that are currently vomiting up their corn dogs. But speaking of the food, I am going to be spending a few hours here today. I will have to eat something. So my wife has challenged me for the...
So you know when this state fair isn't here, Dan? Like, look, hold up.
Corn dogs.
You know when this state fair isn't here? I'm assuming this building's the shopping mall right here, right? So if this state fair isn't here, what would this building be? Would it just be, like, not in use for the time being until the next state fair, or would it be used for some... Like, let me know in the comments, like, what this would be used for. Or will it still be a shopping mall?
But speaking of the food, I am going to be spending a few hours here today. I will have to eat something. So my wife has challenged me, for the first time in my life, to try funnel cake. We'll get to that in a bit, but first... I need a burger. Just stopped off at a British-sounding place called Major Goolsby. Do you think that sounds British?
Yum.
Standard cheeseburger.
Ooh, greasy burger.
Not your standard cheeseburger. And I could spend all day talking about all the many...
Wait, why was it not your standard? Is it too greasy?
Food options, all of the many rides. And that still doesn't cover the fact that many of these state fairs have an amphitheatre.
A what?
What's that for, Lawrence? Well, it's not for gladiatorial battles yet. It's where pop stars come to sing. You know, I read that the Beatles sang at the Indianapolis State Fair in the 60s. Nowadays,
Do you guys have the Beatles singing at your state fairs? Bro. The only person we have singing our fears is someone that's drank too much and is singing around whilst walking, right? Great performance. Bro, what is going on?
Nowadays, you might
like
get...
America, like how I just see America now is like, honestly, like whenever somebody asks me, so what do I think about America? I just say to them, extreme. Extreme in every single point, right? Extreme in anything. You tell me a topic. Let's have a topic conversation, right? The food, extreme. The weather, extreme. The fears, extreme. Like everything's extreme, dude.
Taylor Swift. Actually, Boys to Men. So Taylor Swift's too big for this. But that just underscores, I think, how popular these things are in America. Like imagine Dua Lipa turning up to the Yorkshire show. Now, there is one major thing that US state fairs have in common with UK agricultural shows. Remember earlier when I said this? This is the county you live in. Here's what your county does agriculturally.
Right.
Now that I've been to 2 different state fairs in the Midwest, it's obvious that these fairs exist partly to bring attention to the best that state has to offer.
Okay.
With Wisconsin, surprise, surprise, that mostly revolves around one thing. Yeah, Wisconsin's going to be the death of me.
Jeez.
Apparently this is the
What are they?
thing to get at the state fair. It's called a cream puff. It's
Oh my god. Yo, give me the cream puff. Give me the cream puff.
giant. I don't know if I can actually put this
That
whole
is
thing in
big.
my mouth.
Imagine if this was a radio show. There's no context for what we're saying.
I mean, it's okay. It's just whipped cream.
Yo, I'm about to take this cream puff and it's too giant to fit in my mouth. Yeah, if you literally did have if you didn't have eyeballs and you wasn't seeing this and you was only hearing this, crazy statement.
It's a lot of whipped cream.
Yeah, I mean, they have to churn a lot of that out because they have thousands of visitors every day. So it's never going to be gourmet.
I mean, it's all right. It seems kind of heavy.
Though, are the animals. And we're going to get to see plenty of those. We're about to watch a goat get milked. That's the highlight of my day.
Cool.
What about you? Oh, you
I can't say I've ever seen a goat get milked.
Oh, what a beauty. What a beauty. What a weird neck. Jesus.
Oh! Yo, hey, did we have
You can't
to
come to
zoom?
Wisconsin and not pick up some free cheese. Goat cheese as well.
Wait. Is that goat cheese like fresh from that goat being milked? So they milking that goat and making that cheese straight away?
Isn't it? I prefer that to the droppings.
I actually don't know how cheese is really made. Is cheese made? Oh god, I'm ready for the comments now. Come on, hey, bring on the comments. Bring them on. Right? Listen. Is cheese made by I know it's milk, so milk, and then is it just left for a very long time to where it's formed into cheese? What's really the process?
Do you like corn as well? You're proper Midwestern.
Hey, I just want to prove to everybody for a quick second, right? Let me just open up my Discord real quick. You guys are thinking, what on earth is this? This is where all you guys come into, we could all talk together. So Mame, she's from the YouTube. I could be like, good morning, Mame. Right? She's going to be so freaked out. If she sees this video, she's going to be like, why am I here? But yo, let me just show you a picture real quick, just to prove. Oh, yeah, that's me being scared. If you guys want to join this, join my Twitch stream, twitch.tv/L3WG, and I'll point you in the direction to do this. A lot of people send pictures of beautiful places in America. Look how gorgeous this is. And I look at his stream. But what I want to show you, right? Because I see a lot of comments that people say I ain't smart, okay? And that's mean. I'm going to show you something real quick. I'm actually Albert Loonstein, okay? And this is proof right here. I'm wearing the hat right now. This is my beautiful hair underneath the hat, okay? And I just want to, listen, my expertise is in science and space, right? Listen, not goat cheese, right? So that's my point right there, but back to the video.
Oh, you stand there, don't you? Hui, it's throw, yay.
What? Hey, good shot.
That was unbelievable. Did you get that? That was my first shot.
What's been your favorite part of the fair so far?
That's a good question. I'll be honest, it's not my thing. I'm not a big fan of crowds. I'm not a big fan of loud music when I'm trying to talk in a video. And I don't really like sweet food with lots of sugar in it. But I was a child once. And
wait, but what about the hot dogs and stuff? You don't have to get the desserts.
Brings back a little bit of nostalgia for me. It's nostalgia that's like amplified because, you know, it's America.
Right.
That's a regular funnel cake, right, guys?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I bet the kids absolutely love this, man.
Perfect.
Yeah. Thank you.
All set. Have a good day, okay?
You too, thanks. I like that they give you a fork, like you're going to use that, you know.
Well, you're using the fork.
Of mine, actually. Kind of like it. I mean, obviously, I gave up added sugar. This is an exception that I'm making. If I was still eating added sugar, I wouldn't choose
sugar
this
all on
every
it?
day of the week. But if somebody gave it to me, I would not throw it in their face.
Well,
Right.
I mean, that's the point of fair food, though, right?
To throw it in their face?
No, it's only eat it like once a year.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Anyway, I have to leave here now because I understand this tent is being loaned out to boys to men who are, hello, my wife's a huge fan.
Very interesting video. Yo, that actually shocked me with the flying seats in the sky. You go from point A to point B. That just goes to show how big it actually is. But yeah, a lot of surprise in that video. Enjoyed that. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. If you guys enjoyed, make sure you leave a thumbs up. Subscribe for more content. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.